Hello and welcome back. Today is the 11th. We are going to do exams. Can't believe this. A school assembly during exam week? The hell are they thinking? Oh, that's right. It's a day after tomorrow, right? I wonder if it's gonna be about Mr. Kamashita again. Can't believe the school is messing with our schedules like this. I don't care about what it's about. It's gonna have it's gonna have nothing to do with us students. I wish they stopped dragging us into their mess.
Seems pretty rough.
A mandatory assembly during exam week, huh? Sounds rough for all of you.
Well, shall we begin?
Now then, let the first day of exams begin. Okay. What historical figure inspired the idiom of fairing the magistrate? Minamoto no Yoshitsune, I believe is the answer. And indeed it is. Minamoto no Yoshitsune.
Ooh, we can do this!
Let's see, an essay question. This looks tough, but let's calm down and think it through. Provide the reason why Minamoto no Yoshitsune is viewed as a hero. Yoshitsune had a brother, right? I think his name was Yoritomo. Yeah, that's the one. Yoshitsune worked under Yoritomo. He did a lot for his brother, but they ended up coming into conflict, and in the end, they had to oppose each other. And unfortunately, Yoritomo won. Yeah, Yoshitsune committed seppuku? Holy crap, by his brother. But even though he lost, Yoshitsune is the one who went down in history as a hero. That's probably because people tend to sympathize less with figures in power and sympathize more with people who are weak. Yeah, not just any weak person though. People love rooting for an underdog who stands up for powerful oppressors, and Yoshitsune did that to his brother. So the reason Yoshitsune is treated as a hero is because he stood up against the powerful Yoritomo.
Yep.
You finished in time. Nice. It's time is up. Put down your pencils and put your hands under the desk. Alright, and the thing about this is that after we're done with an exam, you go just straight to the freaking next day.
Let's get started.
Today is the second day of exams. You may begin. Which brain function is responsible for the phenomenon of seeing an illusion in this figure? Cognition.
Ooh, we can do this!
Sounds about right. Which of the following maps can you paint without any adjacent areas being the same color? Both.
Ooh, we can do this!
Okay, and next day. I really wonder if that's how exams are for the Japanese.
Okay, class, let's get
Does
started.
everyone have a test? Then, you may begin. Name the book that defined manufacture as the chief factor in the progress of the human race. The Devil's Dictionary, yes.
Ooh, we can do
That
this!
sounds about right. What character archetype refers to a mysterious and seductive woman, typically with ulterior motives? A femme fatale.
Ooh, we can do this!
Sounds about right. Indeed. There are some questions that I do remember, but yeah. All right. A school-wide assembly at this time of the year? Really? Think we can bring our flashcards in? Kamashita is just one of the many things wrong with this school. I've got to hurry home and study. That Kamashita is still causing trouble, even when he's gone. Nobody likes him anymore. I mean, obviously.
Ever since that specific incident, many of you have voiced concerns that I could not bear to ignore. We believe the mental health of our student body is absolutely vital, so we've acquired the services of a therapist. The floor is yours, Doctor.
And a new cast to the Persona 5 Royale
Isn't he
series.
hot?
It's nice to meet you all.
Whoa, his voice is sexy.
Sounds pretty normal, but I wonder how it is in Japanese.
Huh?
My name is Takuto Maruki. Thank you for welcoming me to your school.
Oh, wow.
No need to be formal with me, though. I'm just here to counsel anyone who's interested.
He just got bought.
You can even call me Doc if that would help you feel more comfortable. Any assistance you need, I'll be... Oh, I guess I'm not really any good for helping with money problems.
Thank you, Dr. Maruki.
You're upset you're not getting the attention?
Yo,
Yo,
you ever expect this place to actually give a shit about our mental health?
Well, our school's made national news. Maybe they figured they'd look even worse if they didn't do anything for us.
And Dr. what's his name?
Maruki.
Yeah, wasn't that guy just basically clowning it up on stage? You really think he'll do us any good?
Ryuji.
Hey there. Sakamoto-kun and Takamaki-san, right? And that must make you.
the one and only.
How do you know our names?
Well, I was informed of certain students before beginning my tenure here. Those that had, previous interactions with Mr. Kamoshida. It must have been especially tough for you after having just transferred here.
Nah, not really.
You're quite the tough youngster. Just don't overdo it, okay?
So, what do you want with us?
Ah, yes, I'd forgotten. I know I already offered my services to the student body earlier, but would you three be interested in counseling?
Nope, not at all.
Huh?
How's that surprising?
You were just a touch more emphatic about it than I'd expected. Ah, but if you come to my office, you can have free snacks.
Free
All
snacks.
you can eat. Would be nice, but there's still plenty to be had. So, how about it?
Tell me more.
Hey, don't fall for that.
Oh, I thought you
To be
would.
frank, I've been explicitly ordered to provide counseling to the students directly involved with Mr. Kamoshida. It's in the school's interests. For its students.
Ah, the school's interest, huh?
I know that asking you to be open with a complete stranger like myself is a lot. Making this mandatory wouldn't do you any good either. Might as well turn it into a worthwhile experience. Ooh, I know. If you attend my counseling sessions, I'll teach you different ways to improve your mental acuity. Like ways to hone your concentration before exams, or not getting nervous on dates. How's that sound?
Mental training. Hey, if I make good use on this, it may aid our Phantom Thieves activities too.
There's also snacks.
Oh, that's right.
All right,
Snacks.
enough with the snacks. So, which way are you leaning?
Wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt.
I guess it'd just be more trouble for us if we didn't go.
Yeah.
Really? Then I guess it's a deal. I'll be in the nurse's office. Feel free to come by whenever it's convenient for you.
Well, we should get going.
Okay, I'll see you later. Thanks for taking my counseling into consideration.
No
Now
problem.
that we have a deal, I promise I'll do my best to help you.
And I've made a deal with Maruki. And yes, he is a confidant. A new confidant that I didn't really see in the previous, game.
It's hard to believe an ordinary high school student could accomplish such grandiose heists. One would need a heart of steel, unaffected by outside influences, and prepared to act without hesitating. There has to be someone who helped strengthen your mental state. Sound like somebody you know? Give me a name.
Why did they have to give her more lines?
I am thou. Thou
So finally, I haven't actually gone that much or progressed that much with this confidence. He was rather new, and I was kind of curious, but I still wanted to focus on Ryuji and what's it called, Tai. But with that, we gave birth to the Consular persona. Or we didn't, but with the burst, you know, whatever he was saying. So I do wonder what his abilities are going to do.
Alright.
Fusing persona as a Consular Arcana will not grant you. Yes.
So hold up, dude.
I'm
Sorry
going.
for keeping you like this. Well then.
Jenna.
Okay, quiet down.
I have an addendum to the earlier assembly regarding the counseling you've all been offered. The counselor will be available to you starting after school today in the nurse office. Dr. Maruki will only be posted here throughout November, so be sure to speak with him soon if you ever feel the need. For the majority of you, it's your choice whether or not you see him, but there are a few students I'll speak with later. The school has decided visits to Dr. Maruki will be mandatory for these individuals. I wonder if Mishima is one of them too. Yo, you guys gonna go for it? What, the counseling? It kinda sounds like we're being forced to. I told Maruki I'll do it, but I don't know if I'm really that into the idea, you know? Let's do it. I don't want to skip it, that's for sure. Yeah, probably better not to draw more attention to ourselves anyway. I think I'm gonna try going today. Counseling, eh? Lady Anne's right. Make sure you visit him so you don't draw any attention to yourself, okay? Will do. And I guess we'll see some insider information.
Yes. Welcome.
Are you here for a counseling session? Yeah, is now a bad time? Not at all. It's always a good time so long as I'm already listening to a student. So long as I'm not. I'm so glad you're here. Would you care for a snack? So apple juice is a
Shall we
snack?
begin?
Oh, but first, just relax, alright? I'm only here to listen to whatever you wish to talk about.
Yes.
Sure. Although, I really only have one thing on my mind right now anyway. Yes, I'd say that makes perfect sense. But don't force yourself into talking with me. You could even just grab some snacks and be on your way if you wanted. No, it's alright. I know I need to talk to someone about this anyway. That is, if you're willing to listen to the super long story. I absolutely am. Take all the time you need. I see. That's such a horrible thing to do someone. Ah, you mean that. Yes, that's why I wanted to get even with him for Shiho. And? At first, I thought Kamoshida ought to face the same fate Shiho was going to put herself through, but later I realized that wasn't right. If he did take his own life, it wouldn't undo Shiho's suffering. In fact, it just gave him the easy way out.
Right.
Is that so? You know, you're quite the wise, level-headed young woman, Takamaki-san. I think you've got that wrong. Nope. In fact, I think you're wiser than I was at your age. I wasn't anywhere near as mature as you are now. It's not like I did anything special though. If I hadn't gone through my own share of hell, I don't think I'd be so mature either. That is true. I see, so what's on your mind now? Right now?
Let me think.
I'm just hoping Shiho will get better quickly. We both suffered a lot, but I just want to get back to laughing and having fun together like we used to. At this point, I don't give a rat's ass about Kamoshida.
Yeah.
Now there's a healthy outlook. You can't change the past, but you still want to keep your chin up and press onward. Is that the gist of it? Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, it'd definitely be better if none of this had happened at all, but...
Quite.
I definitely agree with you there, but it's impossible to wipe every tragedy from history.
Yeah.
If only, right? Everyone would be so much happier if we could actually do that. That's true, yeah. Oh, it seems I lost track of time. We should wrap things up here for today. Thank you so much for coming to see me. Oh no, thank you. I feel a ton better now that that's all off my chest.
Be careful, okay?
Good to hear it. You deserve it. Feel free to stop by again anytime.
Okay,
Will
I'm
do.
gonna get going.
See you around. Well, I went in for counseling. You're going too, right, Akira? Yeah, how'd it go? Well, it honestly wasn't as rough as I was expecting. I think you should just go and give it a shot. Dr. Maruyuki's easier to talk to than you think. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Didn't you have a counseling appointment? That's in the nurse office in the practice building, right? I'll just pass time in the area until you're done. Alright. Oh?
How are you?
Are you here for a session as well? Yoshizawa, eh?
Yes.
That's right. Dr. Moriki is a wonderful counselor. I've actually been seeing him for a while before he ever came to Sujin. Oh, okay, so he knew him before. I didn't know you two were acquainted. Don't go overselling me too hard though, Yoshizawa-san. I'm really nothing special. Well, I need to get going. Please excuse me.
Alright then.
What till we get started? Let's do it.
Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for coming. Yeah, well, we made a deal. Well, I'll try not to make sure it's worth the trouble.
I see.
I see. Thank you. I think I've gotten a good grasp of the situation you're in, Kurusuken. Well, full disclosure, the school gave me a brief rundown of the circumstances surrounding your transfer here. Yeah. It's all in the past. Did you have to force yourself to accept everything that happened? No, that doesn't seem to be it.
So,
Now that you've told me more about yourself, I think I've realized something. It seems like you've largely been able to reconcile your internal world with your external one. I should note that it's really truly impressive. Even most adults can reliably manage that. How to put it? You know how everyone has an internal reality? Some conception of themselves they're striving
for
for?
example,
Like wanting to be a model student, or wanting to be loved and relied on, that kind of thing. But that idealized reality and the one in actuality are often far apart. That gap is responsible for a lot of people's pain. Not everyone can ace their exams, and not everyone can be the heroes they wish they could be. You've already seen through so much. That kind of suffering is usually enough to twist people up in the dark places. Huh. But you're standing up to it, and confronting a tough, painful reality. To me, that's incredibly admirable. Then again, maybe that's just a little weird for you to hear from a guy you just met, huh? But it sounds right. Not even deflecting self-depreciation. You really are strong, Kurusukan.
I'm sorry.
Well, let's see. Sorry, this went on longer than I expected. Somehow the conversation just took on a life of its own, I guess.
Say,
Hey, I've actually got one last request. Do you mind?
you know,
I'm actually doing certain research along with my duties as a counselor. It's not quite like counseling, more like a type of psychological treatment. Basically, it's a project to learn more about people's metaphorical hearts, what they think, how they feel.
how about it?
If I get far enough with it, I think I'll be able to help a lot of people. So what?
Sorry.
Yeah, what do you want me to do? I guess my point is, I'd like to ask you to help with that research. All you'd have to do is listen to my theories and then tell me if they spark any ideas or realization on your end. Please, anytime's good for me. I can work around your schedule. And I've got a lot of snacks too. You can have them. They're yours. Yeah, okay. That sounds fine. Really, yes. You're a lifesaver.
Well,
Let's see. I know. Maybe I could teach you some tips for mental training. I happen to know a lot on the subject. I'm sure I can cook up a special regimen for you. If you're dedicated enough, I'm sure you could draw out your full potential.
Thank you.
Okay, I guess that's our second deal. Nice. And with that, we'll get our first ability, Detox. Ah, yes, when Joker is infected with an ailment, he may recover immediately. That's a good one.
I know.
Alright, would it be okay if we traded contact information? I'll contact you when I've got time, or when I need some input from you. Sure, sounds good. That should do it. Now, I'd better do my part to repay you. Let's talk about mental training and presence. Let's see, first off, thanks to Maruki, mental training, mine feels stronger.
Alright.
Your max SP increased by 5. Wow, so that's kind of... Oh, and here, never a bad time for a snack, right? Non-static gun.
Well,
Thank you for your help today. I'll see you around at school. Nice, we got a +5 to our SP. That's pretty good.
Man.
Oh, you really spent a long time talking to Maruki. Look how late it is. Well, if you think the sessions are worthwhile, you should try going again sometime.
Good night.
But we should definitely get some sleep for now. Tomorrow's your last day of exams, right? Oh, that's right. Okay, well, can I at least craft some materials? Oh, can I watch something at least? Or sit down? Okay. That's not what I wanted. You should rest up for tomorrow. Alright, well, that's all we could do right now. Let's go ahead and go to bed. Sleep. Lame, rough, Lamel.
So sleepy. I ended up pulling an all-nighter once I realized today's the last day of exams.
Staying up studying?
Nah, I gave up on the exam. I was playing some games, and then before I knew it, it was morning.
Typical. But I know that feeling.
Bull! You say that, but you probably just spent the whole night studying.
Nah, believe me.
Morning.
Yo, look who else is yawning.
Exams are almost over, so I thought I'd make one last effort across the finish line.
Impressive, Lady Ann. You're quite different from this stupid monkey I know.
Huh? Don't give me that crap. Your brain's tiny compared to mine.
Size is meaningless if there's nothing inside, you know.
That's true.
What was that?
Will you please shut up? You're gonna make me forget everything I remember. Huh? Am I imagining things?
You need the bathroom?
Huh? No!
What? You see a groper or something?
No, that's not it. It's... nothing.
Oh, it seems he noticed something too.
Oh my god, that guy got off! Isn't this bad? Hey, at least act like you care.
Fine. Come on.
Huh?
Remember this guy?
Hey, are you sure it's him, or are you just that self-conscious?
I'm not that.
Is there something you want?
That's my line. You are the one stalking me.
Stalking you? That's outrageous.
I know you've been following me ever since the train.
That's because...
My goodness. I had wondered why you left the car. So this is where your passion led. All is well that ends well.
I saw you from the car, and I couldn't help myself from chasing after you. I didn't even notice the calls from Sensei, but thank goodness I caught up to you.
Okay.
What?
You're the woman I've been searching for all this time. Please, won't you
Wait a minute,
be the model for my next art piece?
Model?
All that I've drawn till now has been lacking, but I feel a passion from you unlike anyone else.
This man's highly suspicious.
Ain't this a recruit for some shady business?
Will you cooperate with me? What do you say?
Whoa, hold your horses! Who are you anyways?
Oh, where are my manners? I'm a second year at Kosei High's Fine Arts Division. My name is Yusuke Kitagawa. I'm Madarame Sensei's pupil, and I am being allowed residence at his place. I'm striving to become an artist.
Huh? Do you mean that Madarame? The one who was on Good Morning Japan the other day?
The very same.
You know who that is?
He was introduced as a super famous Japanese-style artist who's been recognized all over the world. But we heard that name the other day in Mementos.
Yusuke!
I'm sorry, Sensei. I'll be right there.
That old guy's Madarame?
Madarame Sensei's exhibition will begin at the department store near the station tomorrow. I'll be there to help out on opening day. Please come by. It'd be great if you could give me your answer in regard to being a model then. I bet you have no interest in the fine arts, but I'll give you tickets too. Well then, I hope to see you there tomorrow.
Are you talking to me about that? Or Ryuji?
That guy's as easy to read as a book. You're not planning on going, are ya?
I think I will. Crap, look at the time. I'll see you later.
Indeed, look at the
Dare
time.
he go after Lady Ann? I've memorized that face of yours, Yusuke.
Oh, Morgana. It's about to be 30 minutes now.
You became acquainted with Madarame's pupil by chance? That's a little too convenient. It makes me wonder if you're even telling the truth. So be it. What I want to know most is your method. It's true that Madarame was an unforgivable criminal worthy of the scorn thrown at him. He was an adult who cultivated his own fame and fortune by sacrificing the livelihood of children. But he'd been covering his tracks for years. How did you uncover the truth in such a short span of time?
In the metaverse.
This metaverse business again? Fine. Let's suppose that people's hearts can be changed by stealing their treasure, like you've said. If so, a different suspicion arises. People have gone mad or lost consciousness, never to recover, like the subway accident in April.
Right?
Depending on how you look at it, that could be taken as a phenomenon for a sudden change of heart too. Were you related to those as well?
No. No, I wasn't.
I see.
I don't think I am.
Fine. Let's get back to Madarame's case. Keep it concise and stick to the facts.
So yeah, just as you guys probably figured it out, you know, that old guy is our next target. Oh right, today's the last day of exams, huh? Seemed like some of those were kind of tough.
Yep.
Well, it wasn't too bad. You should have gotten a decent score, right? I think so. I mean, yeah, I think so. Finally done with exams. Hey, are you gonna go in for counseling? I saw the volleyball guys getting called in. Oh crap, I got that question wrong. I know, right? I feel like I have to protect that teacher. Protect that teacher. Which teacher? I know I'm gonna protect Kawakami. Can't take that away from me.
It's over.
It's over.
How about you?
I'm not worrying about it.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that.
Of what?
You really should.
Anyways, can we stop talking about the exams? Like it or not, they're gonna come back graded next week.
That's true.
Rather
What you
than
gonna do
focus
about
on
it?
Stuff that's over with.
What are you looking at?
The usual site. It's no use. There ain't any useful info. The number of posts are getting less and less too.
I am not letting this end as a one-hit wonder, okay?
There's no point in getting antsy, though. I know. Why don't we go eat lunch somewhere? We still have some money left over from the other day.
I want sushi then, or domestic raised eel.
We don't have that much left. Oh, right! There are those tickets to Madarame's exhibit. Wait, that's tomorrow.
We could go for ramen.
Was it love at first sight with that Yusuke guy?
It's not like that.
Of course not.
When I was watching that special on TV, his artwork was pretty nice. Plus, we've got free tickets. Besides, this could also be related to what we heard in Mementos.
Madarame, was it?
I am curious too. Because it is true.
That aside, what should I do about the other 2 tickets? Wanna go appreciate some fine arts for once?
Fine arts, huh?
I suggest we should all go together.
Do it as a team.
Appreciating the fine arts builds character. A phantom thief who can't identify an original is lame.
Well, if everyone's going...
It's settled then.
Alright. It should be fun.
Just the phrase going to an art exhibit sounds kind of mature.
You know, if there's
Let's meet
good
at the
art.
exhibit entrance
Have you seen
tomorrow.
modern art? Apparently it's really bad. Like really bad.
Okay.
Tomorrow we go to that exhibit with Lady On. I'm curious to know if this Madarame has anything to do with the name we heard in Mementos. We can't afford to be late tomorrow. We'd better not go out right now. Okay. So I keep thinking about what Nakanohara said. Could he have been talking about the famous artist Madarame? Nice catch. Well, it is a pretty rare last name. Yeah, I mean, you guys ever heard of someone else called Madarame? It's really not common at all. If what we heard is true, Kitagawa-kun is studying under a corrupt teacher. You mean a teacher who treats people like tools? Kitagawa's conduct is probably pretty terrible. We gotta look into this. Okay, well, can I at least watch?
Oh.
Oh, I can. Okay, well, okay, should we watch something or should we raise guts?
Oh.
So this is Charm. You know what? I think we are going to read one of our books. Yeah, and we're going to try to increase guts. And that is Pirate Legend.
Make sure your clothes up.
The pirates made a toast, drinking and reveling to celebrate their victory.
Wow.
The Pirate Captain Kidd, huh? We used to read this book. Alright, nice. And with that, we are going to call it a day. If you guys enjoyed this episode, go ahead and, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe or something. I love how Captain Kidd was the leader of a ragtag group of outlaws. You must have learned more about courage after reading Captain Kidd's exciting adventures. Nice. Okay. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.